Hey y'all, what's up? So it's Monday and I am doing a video. Ain't that crazy? I haven't done a video on a Monday, I think, since last May. Normally I mention Raw on SmackDown videos. That's why they be over an hour, because I'm like, I watch it on Tuesday. It makes no sense for me to make a video and it's not after the live show. So today I actually bought tickets. I bought tickets on Leap Day, ironically. Got the tickets, got here earlier. My son had a rough time going to bed the night before. Woke up, was not feeling it. Was the Mondayest Mondays of today, but he finished his work and stuff in school. So we got home. I picked him up from carpool because we were going to chill out, and then we were going to go to Greensboro to go to the show. We get to the I was like, it's time for us to go. It's like 5:30. It takes an hour and 15 to get there. So I was like, we'll get there about 6:45. We'll find parking. By the time we get near the park, it'll probably be about 10-15 minutes. It'll be 7 o'clock. We get in there, get through the ticket line about 7:15, find our seats. Dark match starts. I said, it's time to go. Made sign. My son asked me to make him sign everything. He's like, Mommy, he said, I don't want to go. I said, why don't you want to go? Then he was like, I'm in school. I was like, well, you have an ortho appointment tomorrow, which he has one at 12:10. I was like, if you sleep in, you would just miss the day. You'll get a doctor's note, whatever. So then he was like, yeah, I got school. And then he heard his friends like, he said, can I go outside? I said, are you sure you don't want to go? Because he's excited because, Jay's going to be there. And I could cut on Jay's music right now, like if he was up, and he could have his headphones on playing his PS5. And for some reason, he can't hear nothing else, but he can hear that, and he will come flying downstairs doing a wave. Like his sign, y'all saw it on my Twitter if y'all saw it. The sign that I made for him. And he was going to wear his Yeet shirt, and we were going to be on section 122, row KK, seats 10 and 11. So he's going to be by the stairs. Because the first couple times we sat in the middle. But he was like, it's hard to get out if I have to go to the bathroom, which makes sense. So we didn't go. So I said, whoever is there, they happy because they could spread out. They want to. Because when I looked on the TV screen, I said, somebody in our seats ill. So today started, shout out to the person that allowed me to watch it, because I wouldn't have been able to. I've been catching it tomorrow. But it started off from what I saw, because it was 8 something. My son and I ended up getting Pizza Hut, ironically. That's all the commercials we saw in between. Got Pizza Hut, we got points for that. So we got a medium pizza. But Domino's is still my son's favorite. And John's, used to call it John's Pizza. When they got there, came back, we heard Sami and Chad talking, and Sami talking about how Chad manipulated him. He said that he manipulated him into winning against Gunther, and he was basically got quiet and stuff like that. And then Sami was like, well, we ain't gotta talk. Wait till whatever. We could do it right now. So we come out. This is one of the things I saw an email for. So, and a lot of the matches didn't surprise me, so I wasn't surprised. It wasn't nothing like outside of the women's tag team match, but it's why I don't read the emails of, oh, guess who's coming on Monday? I had no clue. But they ended up fighting. Alpha Academy was ringside, so Chad was telling him to do stuff. I think he told Maxine to slap Sami. Maxine couldn't do it. So Akira to do something, he couldn't do it. So then he was out, try to get them out. And somebody was like, is this the first time we've seen a wrestler trying to get people that he know out of the thing while he's wrestling? He was like, yeah, we think this is the first time. So then the "you suck" chants come out. So I was like, that's very fitting, because I was gonna say his idol, Kurt, is someone he looks up to. He went to the Olympics just like Kurt. He does the ankle lock like Kurt. His Alpha Academy is red, white, and blue. And stuff like that. So it makes sense. So I was like, you want to be like Kurt? You got everything that comes with Kurt. Now you got the "you suck" chance. So then I think they said he slapped Otis, right? Excuse me. He slapped Otis, and Otis ended up doing something to sabotage the match, and Sami ended up losing. So I'm looking on Twitter, and someone was like, "That's a nice change, because normally the champion always wins, so it makes it unpredictable." And I said, I've been saying this for months, okay? Like, we don't want to see the champion win right before the PLE all the time. It's not, in my opinion, and I've said this multiple times. I want to see sometimes the champion lose, because then it anticipates a match more, in my opinion. If I saw Sami winning tonight, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and say he loses in Saudi, it'll be upset, but I'm like, we know he's gonna win. He's a champion. But to see him lose, we was like, oh, so people's like, what does that mean? It's like, we don't know. He could still win on Saturday, okay? That don't mean just because he lost tonight that he's gonna lose Saturday. It could just been a bad night. So then after that, it was, well, I'm trying to rack my brain because it was 3 hours. I thought Pat had said something about, oh, I'm back. I'm going too far ahead, I think. So then it was EO and Lyra. I keep saying Lyra. Excellent match, okay? They hit each other, squared off. That was one of the matches I was anticipating, that one. And the tag team match with Awesome Truth and the Judgment Day, I was anticipating. And then when I saw the email with the Fatal 4-Way match, y'all know I love the girls. I'm here for the girls. And I love Katana and Chance because they gel like nobody I've ever seen before. No tag team I've ever seen. And we've had brothers being tag teams. We've had cousins. We've had best friends. We've had even twins like the Usos. And yeah, they know what the other person's doing, but the way that they move as synchrony is different, okay? Love them. For some reason, I love Maxine and Ivy too. I don't know why. Tegan and Natalia, I like them too. Like, the girl tag team is it for me, okay? And I'm not mad at Zoe and Shayna either. Like, with Shayna, Zoe being with Shayna, even though she's been on the main roster for a year, it makes her seem more like a veteran, if that makes sense. Her latching herself to Shayna after Trish left was kind of weird at first to me, because I'm like, you just attaching yourself to everybody, ain't you? But them two being a tag team and stuff like that, like, it works. So they was fighting. I think I forgot. At first, EO was disrespecting Lyra because she had kicked her in the face. And I was like, oh, not kicking her in the face. So then Lyra had hit EO with one of these Oscar combos. And Pat gonna say, you get a 6-piece from Ireland. I'm like, what? 6 seconds. Then I was like, and I love EO's music. Hers is one of my favorites. I just don't like the way she comes out to it. Like, I don't know. Also, my son didn't want to go. She said he had school. He missed school last week. I'm all over the place right now. I'm talking as I'm thinking because I never have nothing written down. And he missed school last week because he got diagnosed with abdominal migraines. So what it is he'll randomly get a migraine, and then the migraine is send a signal to his stomach that something is wrong, and he throws up. And he does it at least 2 times. Last Tuesday he did it once at like 11 something, once at like 3 something in the morning, and then one at 8 a.m. I have it all written down because I have to tell his neurologist. Like 11 a.m. he didn't even go to school. Like, every time he gets like that, he gets so weak. Like, if he does it the night before, say if he has a migraine night before, like 6, and throws up, he'll sleep from like 6 to 8 a.m. He'll throw up 2 more times, and then after that he's fine. But the issue with that is he already is a picky eater. It's getting him to try to eat after that. So last Tuesday, it took him like 26 hours before he ate because he really ain't ate since lunch. And then his stomach is, is doing like the movement for throwing up. And I'm like, you ain't got nothing to throw up. Your body. I'm like, it's weird because your brain could send a signal to your stomach to throw up, but I'm like, it can't send a signal to your brain like, oh, there's no food there. Like, I don't know. The brain is the most complex thing made on earth, so who knows? Everything that's complex or the strongest thing is made in us. So our strongest muscle, everybody's strongest muscle, mammals, is the tongue, and the most complex thing made on earth is the brain. So who knows why it does some stuff and doesn't do some stuff. It's just, but I was like, yeah, you don't need to miss school. I was like, you can go to school tomorrow, I'll pick you up. And then he has a spring fling at 5:30 from his school, and then he has an ortho appointment. So I'm like, yeah. And then Greensboro is an hour and 15 minutes from me. So I was like, we're gonna have to drive there. And then like it ends right now. And, some people come out and do the thank yous and stuff like that. Because it ended and LJ would have wanted to stay up, we would have been leaving now. He'd have been asleep as soon as he got in the car, and I would have been fighting for my life to stay up and drive back. And we wouldn't have got back probably to like 12:31, and I'd have been exhausted. It was a struggle doing Raw when it was here in Raleigh. Like, Raw it's because it's on a Monday and our brains are trained for work and school, and everyone, it's been an issue. Like when they came here 2 months ago, it wasn't like really a bad thing. It was just like my son was tired, so I had to convince him to stay when Rhea after the Nia and Becky match when Rhea came out. And then we left. We didn't even hear what she said after that, thank yous and all that. And then the first Raw we went to, and the first live event we went to was in Charlotte in October 2022. He got sick. So he was like, I'm tired. And we went back to the hotel, and he went to bed and woke up like 2 hours later and was warm as I don't know what. And then this one, I'm so glad we didn't go because he would have fell asleep. Like he went to bed exact like a little between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. So I don't know. But none of the SmackDowns, nothing's happened with none of the SmackDowns. SmackDown DC, he's been awake for. SmackDown here in Raleigh, been awake for. We only been to 2, right? We only been to 2. Yeah. So the SmackDowns, he's okay. Because on Fridays, his brain's like, knows to, like, now unless he's real tired, he puts himself to sleep at 11. I had to tell him to go to bed at like 1. Because he'll force himself to stay up. Like last week, I said my alarm fell asleep. Anyways. Yeah, so Lyra did the combo situation. And then she did some move, some submission. And I had to look it up because somebody was like, it's called the Billy Goat's Curse. I was like, I like that. I like it. Excuse me. So then Io did her own type of submission, and then Lyra did the power bomb, and then Io went for the moonsault, and Cole was like, she's going for over the moonsault to win, and Pat was like, for the third time. I was like, not for the third time. And you like, for the third time. So then something, I forgot what Io tried to do to Lyra, and then she countered, and she ended up winning, and she's going. But I was like, she released her hand from her legs before the ref even got to the whole 3. And then they showed the squash match with Bron. I thought honestly it was unnecessary. I guess it's to show him going heel or whatever. But in all honesty, I was like, we kind of figured that last Monday when he told Adam like he was pissed about him not being king of the ring matches and stuff like that. I was like, we could have just took it from there, to be honest with you. And he could have did all that destroying and stuff backstage tonight without the match. And I was like, I don't even know who he's fighting. Somebody was, I don't know what homeboy name is. I don't know if he's in training or one of the people that's on that reality show that's trying to make it or whatever. I don't know. I don't know him. Sorry. But it was like, it's going to be like a squash match like a minute. And I was like, I'm tired. I don't want the squash matches for him. Like, I know y'all trying to do this to develop like a heel type character or whatever type character. But I'm like, dog, we know what he can do. Like, we know who he is. Cause someone was like, isn't he Steiner's son? And then someone was like, I thought he was his nephew. And I'm like, he both. Okay? One is the father, one is the uncle. First of all. Second of all, I said, for us that know Bron, we know what he could do. I guess every Bron, LeBron, Braun Strowman, Bron Breakker, like, we know what they could do. All of them, okay? Bron, not him, sorry. All of them, we know what he could do, okay? And then if you're not sure, look at Deadline 2023 and Deadline 2024. Okay? Watch those two PLEs on NXT. If you don't know, you won't know. The way he ran across the ring and somebody was like, it's 23 miles per hour. I was like, how are y'all calculating that? And then somebody said, one day he did it and like the ring shifted. And I said, the hell? So then he come back, he put homeboy in the ambulance. Somebody was like, he giving us old school wrestling. And he said whatever he said to Adam. Adam said, like, you can't tell me what to do, whatever. So then Dragonuv and was talking about, they asked him about Jay, and he was like, he's main event for a reason, whatever. Ricochet was like, don't act like basically our match wasn't it, and you got the better me this time. I said, okay. I said, cause that match is good. It hasn't been a match. Ooh. That Ricochet has been on since I've been watching the past 2 years that I have not liked. Some of them I'll be pissed about low key because I was like, y'all know y'all could have gave this man a longer match, okay? Just like I was with that Candice and Bianca one last week. Like, I'm still, even though they SmackDown, I want a rematch for that soon, okay? But the only thing I'm mad about Dragonuv not winning is because I want to see him versus Gunther. Their styles are similar. I want to see how they will be in the ring. I feel like blood will be drawn. I know we're probably going to get that sometime soon. I just don't know when. But I feel like that match is going to cook, okay? But he was like, don't act like so. So then when he was talking, he got speared by Bron through the clothes, the little the wardrobe closet things. And I said, that ain't no spear. That's an NFL tackle. I said, my man, only thing, Bron, I said, he tackled him like he was in NFL without him having any NFL gear on. Ricochet couldn't breathe. He was coughing. I said, he injured. Okay? I was like, yeah, he injured. And I was like, if anything, then when they cut back to commercial, Dragonuv was doing his wrist like this. I said, he get his wrist too? And I was like, okay, so this to me, because he was like, are we going to get, because I was like, they got both Brons on Raw. So I said, this could be a feud between Bron and Bron, low-key. I said, because Ricochet and Bron is cool. They used to be a tag team. I loved them together as a tag team. I was a little sad that Bron got injured, okay? Now you spearing his homeboy, like, it's going to be a problem. And then I said, another thing is, I don't know if Bron got cut from the NFL, okay? But if y'all need a defensive player, call, and he decide not to wrestle no more, call him tomorrow, okay? The way he I said he need to be on somebody's football field between that speed and that's a tackle. That wasn't even a spear. And then somebody said on WrestleMania, like, how do these football players adjust to wrestling so well? I said, because they used to taking hits. If you've been playing your whole life, or even through high school, from high school to college to the NFL, you used to taking hits on ground. I said, and if you love it, and you just out with your homeboys, and y'all just playing, Y'all niggas play in the grass, the concrete, in the sand. I know, okay? We used to play flag growing up. Me and my sister were the only two used to play. Only two girls used to play with the boys because our neighborhood was mostly boys. And then my sister would quit and it'd just be me. I got neat scrapes from it because I accidentally got tackled when we was playing flag. But I'm saying when you bored or you ain't got a lot or you can't play in the backyard if you got a house because like your family might be cooking out and the little kids might be playing, so you gotta play on the street. That's a hit, okay? If you could take one of him, yeah. So like that's why the NFL players can adjust so easily to that. I feel like a good hockey player could probably take a good hit too. You get like a good football player, rugby player, lacrosse player, them people that take hits like that, they good for wrestling now. Okay. I will also probably include in that gym. I would say gymnast, only because a lot of times if you don't flip right, you take a fall. That fall gonna hurt. Coming down gonna hurt. Okay. But I said that if anything, that's gonna start a feud between. So somebody was like, "Well, I can't wait for the match between him and Dragonuv." I was like, "That's gonna be cool too." But I was like, "It's gonna be him versus Bron. Like you mess with his homeboy." So then after that, it was I'm trying to think. I was trying to go. So then it was. So then they cut to I think they cut the Truth talking to Pete and Tyler, Newcastle Republic. So I don't know what the hell Truth said, but then he said, then you put your right hand in. Then you put your right hand out. Somebody said, is he doing the hokey pokey? And Pete looking at him like, and his Tyler keep looking at Pete. You keep looking back. I'm over here crying, laughing. Cause I'm like, what? So that means like, we got something, we got to worry about, our thing is Judgment Day. They always have numbers, and now they got Carlito because Carlito want to be part of the group so bad. Okay, before that, then they were saying, I thought Cole had said that Bron had got LWO. I didn't know they said somebody from LWO got injured. And then when they showed LWO in the background, it ended up being Carlito. And he was like, when Damien had talked to him, he was like, I gotta catch them before they catch me type situation. And basically Damien was like, we not about to be your bodyguards out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stirring up trouble, and then you want to basically come over here if it ever happens and run over here and think we gonna have your back like you part of the group, but you over there starting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be doing that. So then here I'm tagging. I gotta take these out because I'm just over these anyway, and they look raggedy. But yeah. So he was like, and Dom was like, yeah, but he helped us with stuff last week, and they was like, I know that. And he was like, but you gotta earn your keep around here. And I was like, yeah, that means you have our back, we have yours, but don't be starting stuff like that. Excuse me. But this week and some of last week, Damien says had been a lot calmer than the first 2 weeks Rhea was gone. Because that first week he was real rough around the edges. I guess now that he knows that she's real like gone, or that his character, whatever, he has to be more the rational thinker type. Because if he don't make certain calls, JD would just go out and attack anybody. We know that. Or help with anybody match. Finn don't really do too much. Dom, well, his arm, he been in a sling. So I was about to say, ain't no telling when the last time he had a match, but he can't really do too much ringside anyway. So right now, Carlito's best fit. And somebody was like, oh, Carlito was trying to fit in. And I was like, I'm glad he turned heel, because that other one was not. I'm kind of impressed with Chad turned heel too. I like it. Someone was like, they can't get with it, but it don't bother me. Like, I don't know. A lot of people be in their feelings about a lot of stuff that don't make sense. Like, It's sports entertainment, okay? Everyone's gonna have their opinion, but at the end of the day, like, y'all be getting big mad over stuff. It's sports entertainment. The entertainment is in the word, okay? Like, it's just part of their job. And then some of y'all be so mad, y'all be atting the people. Not like when you post regular stuff like about the whole show, but like y'all will put, like I do sometimes, but not like that. When you see certain events and be like, oh snap, but y'all be pissed like, why'd you lose this, and why'd you and and or I'm not watching no more because such just lost a title. And then I'm be like, y'all gotta chill. That's why after I tweet what I tweet, put up a video, and then maybe respond to a couple people I follow, I get off. I don't read the articles. I don't read the emails. And that's why I honestly unsubscribed from WWE text messages, because I was getting them when from WWE shop. But it's the text messages like, don't miss out on like SummerSlam, stuff like that. It's a lot of promotion. I'm not mad at them, but I get tired of. I just don't like a lot of texts from like different companies. Period. It's not just them. That's just me in general. But like that's why every time I get an email from them, tonight on SmackDown, tonight on Raw, we're gonna have delete. I'm not opening it. I want to be surprised. I want to react and be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Not unless like Corey or Cole be like, okay, next week we're gonna have this person come up and wrestle, and that's the only things that's on email, not including matches that we don't know about. Then I'll be like, all right, but sometimes it be matches like that's not mentioned. So I'm like, I don't want to know, because if it's a bomb like promo and then the match happens, it makes it like, oh snap. But then if I read who's having a match and I see the promo and I'm like, they about to have a match, like it takes something away from it. So, but yeah, Truth was, and he was like, we need help. And Truth was like, I got somebody. I got Andre the Giant. And I was like, and my mind immediately went Bron. So then it was like, I hate to tell you this, but he's been dead for like, he's been gone for 30 years or something like that. He's like, gone where? And he was like, basically, we gonna need your spirit. Something. And somebody was like, she was like, and they call me crazy. And someone was like, y'all ever follow WWE celebrities? And they was like, Ron Killings is one to follow, because when he goes live, he is hilarious. And I was like, I randomly went on Instagram one time because I follow him and was on live, and he was on there, and I just sat on there and was like, what is he talking about? And was on there for about 10 minutes. I was cracking up. Like, what is wrong with him? Like, what is wrong with him? Okay. I also watched UpUpDownDown today. It was from them playing last week. So it was like Dom, Ricochet, Kofi, Woods. They were playing. I honestly don't know who. I think the last thing I saw was like Kofi. I think it's towards the end of the week. I think Kofi won overall because they stopped the recording because it was lagging. And then he had used his phone to show that he won or something like that. And I think Woods like, it's back to recording. And then Kofi ended up closing out the video. I miss the Tekken videos because I'm like, they're not being the characters that they are. You know what I'm saying? They're authentically, semi-authentically being themselves. The only reason why I say semi is because a lot of times they'll say stuff, they won't say stuff that they normally probably would say if the camera wasn't on, or they won't like cuss and stuff as much. We know they cuss more than they do, but I don't know. I would just have to put a disclaimer in front of mine, like, this is not for a viewing audience of this amount of people. But yeah, like, I miss the Tekken battles. and like the Madden dances and all that. So I'm not mad at that. So then they fought. Okay, this was around, what time was it? I think it was like 9 something. Yeah, because I was getting my son ready for bed. And I was upset because they showed him coming out. And I was like, oh man, I said, I had to sign for that. So, I was singing part. I said, I know most of the lyrics now. So he was going, North Carolina, people over there, what's up? And I was like, oh man. Because I had an Awesome Truth sign and my son had a Yeet sign. So, I missed most of that match. Like, I was upstairs trying to get him together. But, I don't know. I'm working on getting him together better. His sense of timing he takes after, my son takes after his dad's side of thing with the sense of time situation. Like, if it's not somewhere they need to be where, well, the men on that side of the family, where they're getting paid, or something that they're looking forward to doing, like the grown men, like spending time with their wife or something like that. They don't, or like watching the game that they really want to see. They have no sense of urgency at all. Like, my son wakes up about 7:30 on a good day, 7 o'clock if he has enough slept real well. We don't leave the house till about 9:05. Me taking him to school. He gets up and he games. Because at first he moves so slow, he didn't have time to game. So it's like the decompress before school. He gets up and he games. Plays Fortnite and Roblox until 8:40 while he's gaming. No, as soon as he wakes up, he flushes his nose out with a neti pot. He takes a shower. Then he goes and games. And he games until about 8:45. He eats his breakfast up there. He got on his table. He has a trash can in there. Puts his trash up. 8:45. He's sitting there in his underwear. He brushes his teeth, put his clothes on, put his lunchbox and his book bag. We're out the door. But like, no sense of urgency. Before the gaming, we wake up at 7:30, 8 o'clock. It takes him that long to eat and get dressed, and he would shower the night before. And I'm like, dog, why does it take you an hour? Like, but then realize he eats and watches Netflix, which he didn't used to do. Sorry, y'all, I'm all in my head. When he was younger, but I was like, he get to school on time. He does what he's supposed to do at school. I don't mind it. He doesn't get that much TV time. He plays 2 different sports, and then when he's not playing sports, he's at Boys and Girls Club, and they don't have TVs and stuff. So me getting him to bed took a whole hour almost. And all he had to do was flush his nose out with the neti pot and brush his teeth. Put in his and then I go upstairs, we read a story, say his prayers. But that first part took 40 minutes. But I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's why I basically missed the whole match. All I saw when I came, I saw bits and pieces. I heard him talking about he tried to do the John Cena was his mentor, and I think Pat was like, he was mine too. I watched him growing up too. And then Carlito came out and he ended up rolling out the ring, and I was like, how you try to help and miss everybody? That's all I remember. So then I came back and I saw Miz and Truth give I guess each a 5-knuckle shuffle. I don't know what happened with Carlito after that. And then I saw the part when Bron came out and he helped and he threw Carlito up against the barricade, and I was like, the barricade moved. Like, that's a big boy. So then I think he ended up doing it. I think Truth ended up doing an attitude adjustment on Finn. I saw the replay of that part, but I forgot because I forgot that he's from outside of Charlotte. I don't know why I forgot that. And I saw on YouTube, like, from like a couple years ago about certain WWE superstars and their parents and stuff like that. So, like, I think it was like Alexa Bliss and her parents, Bron and his parents. I want to say, I think Finn and his mama, Kevin and his parents. I think that's it. That's what I want to say. I can't remember anything else. I can't. Them the ones I remember. Oh, and Seth and his mama, Seth and his parents. So then, they show Bron. So when he came out and he hugged Truth, then he showed his tattoo, and it said Charlotte. And I said, I forgot he from outside of Charlotte, okay, which is an hour and 15 minutes. Greensboro is the midpoint between Charlotte and Raleigh. If you go through 40, if you go 85, you don't have to go through Greensboro. You can go around. But if you live in Greensboro, visit Greensboro, and need to go to the airport, RDU is closer. Depending on what flight you take, it's less busy. But crazy enough, it might be a little more expensive. Which is weird. Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I said when someone is from a certain state or city, they showcase them, whether it's a match, whether it's a promo, whatever. I said, so that explains Braun come out. That explains the tag team match. So then after that, they showed Chad laughing and talking with the Creed brothers, and I was like, the Creed brothers went to Duke. Duke 55 minutes away from Greensboro. It's literally 25 minutes from my house. Okay, I was like, so of course they're gonna showcase them for a couple seconds. And if Charlotte was there, she'd probably have a dark match. Excuse me. So then, what happened after that? So then they showed Gunther being filmed in Greensboro before everybody came, and he coming down. People say, I've never seen him in jeans. Some people was like it was giving Tom Hanks stuff like that. I said it's the calmness for me, because he coming down real calm and talking about, I'm gonna take away your hope. I said, ooh. And I was like, the crowd was I was like, they was kind of happy at the beginning, the first one. Of course they're gonna be lit when Jay come out. I was like, they were semi-lit when Miz came out. I like, but other than that, they were pretty dead. And that's another reason why I probably been pissed if I would have went. Because like I said before, in a million one times, that where you sit and who you sit next to matters, okay? It helps it helps determine how good your night is going to be. If you're being honest, I'm tired as hell, okay? So, like if I'm sitting in like tonight, and I'm sitting in next to a group of people that are super lit and cheering and stuff like that, it would have been a better night for me versus me sitting next to people that was like most of the audience that only was happy at the beginning and the end of the matches. Like, I'd have been pissed. And then I really would have been pissed, because I drove an hour and some change, and y'all not even live for real. Y'all perpetrating. So then I think, so then some girl come up on the screen. I was like, she real pretty. I thought about it for a second. I said, that's Sonya. And I was like, she looks great. And then Sonya wanted to talk to Zoe and Shane, and I was like, and they was like, And I said, they throwing Sonya back in the fold. Okay, so she gonna be on Raw. I was like, please don't give her no storyline like when y'all had her with Charlotte, because that was terrible. Okay. I was like, I do like her when she had a tag team title with Chelsea before she got injured, and then they replaced Chelsea with Piper. But I liked it. I said because Chelsea was the main person on the mic. Not saying that Sonya was bad on the mic, because she does pretty decent promos too. But I was like, Chelsea was good at that, and the whole Karen thing, which I hated. And I was like, but her being with Sonya made her a better wrestler. Because when she first came and got re-signed to WWE, and she was doing some matches, and I was like, I'm trying to figure out why did she get signed? Like, and that's me being honest. I was like, it's girls in NXT that wrestle better than her. So then when she got with Sonya, and you get it with someone that's a former MMA artist that also wrestles and been doing this for a while, you have no choice, especially if y'all hang together or ride together and y'all practice together. Like, you have no choice but to step your game up. When you get someone, when you're new to the game or you've been in the game for a while but you're mediocre, and you set up with, and you practice with someone, or you're tagged with someone and they're excellent in the ring, like how she can be, or like how Bianca is, or like a Rhea or Liv or somebody like that, you can't come and be half in it. Like, you gotta be 1,000%, or just tell Nick or Adam, don't even put you with them. You ain't ready for that right now. Go ahead and let you just sit on the side until till you can get it together. Like, if everybody gonna be honest, that's what needs to happen with every wrestler. Okay. So and then they also shown Baron bowling, throwing the first ball. So then Pat out of control, because he's gonna say, it was like Cole said, oh, he throwing the first ball, something like that. He said he did well. He said first he went from being a king, and he had the little pin with the little NFL, you know how the NFL with the yellow thing. Then he was like, then he went from that to being a homeless bum ass something dirty. And I was like, not a bum. To losing himself, to fighting himself. I was like, wait, what? To find himself to doing all that other stuff. I was like, okay. So, I gotta take this here out. If not, it's always one that irritates my ears, never both. So then, it's normally this one all the time. But, yes, I was like, wait, what? I was just like, yo, tell, like, you know how people be out of control on social media. You be like, yo, log off. If he was on social media, I'd be like, dog, go ahead and log off for the day, because you is out of control. And then it was my girls came up next. My girls came on there next. I just remember doing, I was helping my son still, so I heard Damage Control's music. So I was like, whose music? And I was like, why? And I forgot it was a fatal 4-way match. So then, I looked back and it was, I want to say Katana and Kate and Cadence came out. Those are my girls. They're my favorite tag team for women. And then Ivy and Maxine came out, and I like them too. I don't know why, but like I said earlier, I don't know why, but I like them together. I don't know. And then Zoe and Shayna came out with the matching stuff on, and I missed some of that match too, to be honest. I heard some stuff, and then I heard that like Damage Control was ringside and stuff like that. And I saw when Maxine hit somebody with something. Somebody was like, oh, she's gotten better. And I was like, yeah, she's great. And then her doing the reverse caterpillar, and then she did the ankle lock on somebody, and then I had to go again help my child, so I don't remember what happened. And I heard Katana, she did they did their signature move, the party thing, but she wasn't tagged legally. I don't even know when Shayna or Zoe. Oh, and then I seen them give Zoe a hurricanrana. And I was like, she sold the hell out of that. First of all. Second of all, it looked like her back landed on Shayna's feet. And I was like, third of all, Hurricane Shane Helms, I wonder how he feels when people use his move. Because I honestly think that he has one of the most used moves in current day on WWE than any other superstar. Like, nobody really does a pedigree but Seth. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the Rikishi kids, their form of backing it up, but it's not distinct face, but it's a variation. Like, it's a lot of people that do the hurricanrana, though. Okay? So I was like, Zoe and Shayna end up winning. And I was like, this is going to be a match now. Because I was like, I love the big three. I love them down. Representation, all that. I love the stormiest duo, okay? But they going to be in for something with Shayna and Zoe. And if they win, if they lose, I'm being like based off skill set. If Shayna and Zoe lose, then you know it's based off the story for Jade and Bianca, because I don't see them losing. Not with her being a mixed martial art MMA fighter too. Like, there's no way in hell. Okay, I don't see that happening at all. Okay, it's my tired face. So, yeah. So then after that, I think they show Woods by the doctor talking about he's been cleared. So then Kofi was like, yeah, we can go in doing what we do, blah, 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 blah. And then here come Karrion. And the first thing I noticed was his hair grew out long enough for him to have a ponytail. Okay. Then I noticed Scarlett's look, her hair and her makeup, which looked phenomenal. Then I noticed him having a mustache. I said, what the hell did he grow a mustache? Okay. I don't remember. And so I was like, it works. I was like, I don't know. But then he said, I forgot what the hell he said it was. And then he walked off. And I was like, so what is happening? Like, it's happening. Oh, and then before Lyra and Io had fought, Io had gave her little promo. And I was like, this works for her. The only other person that I feel like can do these type of promos outside of Shinsuke is Io. And it's not because they're both from Japan, okay? It's the stillness and the eeriness. It's the sinister delivery for me with them. Now, if Andrade or Solo or someone else that has a different heritage can do what they do in English or in their language or in another language, whichever one they prefer, and it's just a sinister and like sinister like that. That's all I can say. I was gonna say and creepy. Then you got it. But other than that, because every time Shinsuke does one, I'm looking like, and then I'm reading the caption, I'm like, he crazy as hell. But then I'll be over here laughing because I'm like, but it works. Like, I love it. Like, Io has that factor like that. Like, you like, what the hell is happening? Then at this Lyra one, Io ended up grabbing the mic and saying something. I said, the hell did she say? And then they was like, she tried to do a mic drop and it missed or something. I don't know. But he was like, it's probably gonna be Bianca versus Io, like a rematch. That's what I initially thought. It was gonna be Bianca versus Io. And then Bayley ended up coming to help Bianca, and Bianca being leery of taking it because she still don't trust Bayley. And the only reason why Bayley is trying to do right is because she ain't got no friends. But then the side of me that I said on Friday was like, it's going to be Nia versus Lyra. And Lyra has gotten this far, but Nia is going to win. I want her to win so bad. Like, I want her to put that sauce on her heel. Okay, because in all honesty, like the women's roster on Raw is so stacked, and I've been saying for years that the women's division has been carrying Raw for years, for the past couple years. That Lyra doesn't need to win Queen of the Ring in order to make a footprint or impact on Raw. Like she could do that without it, especially with Becky right there. You know what I'm saying? And I realized too that all the people from Ireland is on Raw. Is there someone else on SmackDown that's from Ireland? Oh no. Low key, if they wanted to, and they wanted to leave Judgment Day, they could join. They have their own little faction situation happening. They could call themselves the, I don't know. I was gonna say the family, but they already got that NXT. But they could be the Ireland like mob type family. Ireland people got mobs too. I don't know. Becky wouldn't go for that. I don't think she'll go for that. She's not a heel character. And then excuse me. So yeah. So then it ended up being Jay coming out. And when Jay came out, the crowd got hyped. And he came out and it was black like France. So I said, is this his normal new entrance or is it just sometimes? Because I'm like, he got the blue laser lights now. He come out, it's black. The spotlight person wasn't precise on him like they normally be. Or maybe they was and it stopped when he got to the front and the light came on for a second, he started waving. But then the people came out, had their phones out like the Fireflies. So I was like, the Fireflies was with him. And then, but you can't really see them with the lights off doing a heat wave. It was so many people in the audience so you can see Yeet shirts. And I like the fact that they followed him out there. Oh, before that, my man's hat came out. It was like they talking about how Jay took his spot because he wasn't medically cleared and stuff like that. And I was like, I just started laughing because I'm like, Drew is a menace, okay? Especially on X or Twitter. And I be over here cracking up. Like, I follow him before his turn. And after his turn, he's so much more entertaining. Like, I can't even tell y'all, for real. I'll be reading his stuff, cracking up. Like, I think he put something up of Ricochet yesterday. Like, I don't know. If I had it in my way, though, it would probably still be the opener star, probably still be the same. I would have the girls, both matches, okay? I would have, what was the match in between that? The tag team match. And then I would want to have something with either Bronson or Ivar in it. If I was like there live. Not saying that like Jay and Gunther didn't take, effect, but I like seeing Bronson and Ivar wrestle. Okay. So then they come out, they get hype, and then the lights come on, and then Gunther comes out. And I was like, Gunther has the cleanest entrance I have seen live up person, okay? And I'm not just saying that just because. I got it on my phone recorded when they came to Raleigh. How the laser lights are white, they're so precise, they clean out, and then Gunther, well, it wasn't Gunther, it was Ludwig's. Before Gunther came out, it was Imperium's, but it's back, and then it's bright, but it's like a clean, and I have it so, like, it was so clean that I have, like, the white laser lights coming down in my picture. Like, it's such a good, like, in person, it's such a good entrance. Now, on TV, I like the graphics. So, but in person, Gunther wins best entrance on Raw. He wins best entrance on Raw. No, he tied with Judgment Day because them wings and stuff, that's real good in person too. Like it's good on TV when you see it, and then you see the Grim Reaper, whichever one they do, pointing or the arrow, whatever. But when you see it in person and then see the wings and stuff and everything change, like that's a good entrance too. Okay. I was looking like, ooh, that's real. Like I have pictures upon pictures upon pictures upon pictures. Yeah, so they came out, I think as soon as it started, Gunther was starting off the rip. Tried to get Jay out of there. Then he kept messing with him. Someone was like his arm, and it was like it's hurt for real. And then when he slapped him, I said, dang. Cole was like, you hear that? I said, I bet you the whole stadium heard that. That thing was loud. You hear me? And then I was like, it slapped so hard. This part of his chest was pink. I was like, last week his ear was bleeding. Now his arm. I was like, if he win this match, he gonna have to go to Saudi, and I said he gonna have to wear a cast all the way up to until Sunday. Oh, Saturday. Sorry, Saturday. Cause I'm like, what is happening? Like they beating my man's up over here. Okay. Then Jay had came back with the Samoan drop, and I missed it because I was sitting there. So I was like, replay. Thank God for replay. And he was trying to get his life together, but Gunther was tackling him outside the ring. He was trying to give him submission inside the ring with the arm and stuff. And then Jay tried to go for a spear, I think the first time, and missed. Then he actually went for the spear, caught Gunther and the ref. Ref over here leaning on with his head. You know what I'm saying? That's why these gotta come down, because it's making my back. So hold up. Can't put it back up. It's a mess up, but I'm about to go to bed. Then he caught the ref, so then he Uso splashed Gunther, but the ref was out, so he was holding his arm. People, our crowd is cheering and oohing and ahhing and doing his leg and stuff like that, like counting. So then when the ref come to, he get to 2. And I was like, dang, dog. So then Gunther gave him a whole bunch of slaps. I guess the time he was like, it's time to go. So I looked at my thing. I was like, it's 11 o'clock right now. And I forgot. I think he put him in a submission or something like that. And it's my jean jacket. And he ended up I think the ref ended up calling a match, which so Gunther's going to Saudi. I'm not mad at either result. So I was like, so it's probably going to be Gunther versus Randy, which would be a good match. People thought it was going to be Jay versus Tama. I was happy because I was like, oh, my phone, my battery on my clock died. I just noticed that I can't see. I don't got my glasses on. I just looked at it and it say 10:15 on my wall. And it's supposed to say 12. So, yeah, I got to put a new battery in it. But, yeah, I was like, I'm glad because after that vlog, like I said, I want him to get all the money he can get. I want everybody on the roster, on all the rosters, to get all the money they can get. Whatever you want to do in life, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody, go get as much money as you can, much clientele as you can. Do what makes you happy, especially if you're the breadwinner for your family. But at the same time, like I said, people are getting older. People are getting, especially if you got kids. It was like you never know how fast time goes by until you watch kids grow up, which is true. Because my son is 10. And I can still remember him in the infant and toddler stages. Like, it goes by so fast. So, like, I'm happy he lost so he can go spend time with his family. Like, because the people that gotta go to Saudi, I'm pretty sure a lot of them probably don't gotta wrestle if they have to be on Raw on Monday. But you still gotta go to Raw on Monday. And that's Memorial Day. So I'm like, if he ain't got to go to Saudi, he got a whole week off. Okay? Basically, like, go ahead and do your thing. Like, I will want, like, for me, family is everything. So, like, if I'm getting paid the same whether I go to Saudi or not, and so Saudi might be a bonus check, I just have to just sit the one out for the team this time. If I ain't seen my son in a while, I'm just saying, like, you never know when you're going to see the last person for the last time. You never know when the next time you're going to see someone, even if they live to be for a long time. You never know, like, what phase, especially with kids, what phase they in. Like, right now, my son and I, he still kind of likes to do stuff together, but he's hitting the preteen or tween stages. Like, at some point in time, he's not going to think mommy's school or want to probably hang with mom, do some stuff. So, like, try to eat that up at while I can. Okay. So, that's the only reason why I'm glad he lost. Because I'm like, yeah, after that vlog, and I'm sentimental like that, especially when it comes to family. I'm a crier anyway, even though I'm a thug. So I'm very empathetic. So I see people crying, I'm crying. Okay. So when he teared up, I was like, I don't even get to see my own. I make other kids. I'm over here tearing up watching it. So I'm just glad he lost so he can go spend time with his family. And whoever else can go spend time with their family, because 250 to 300 days on the road is crazy. That means out of a year, you're gone 10 months. 10 months out of the year. And that's if you're not one of the main people. Because if you're one of the main people, like I said, like a Bianca or something like that, or Cody, you doing house shows, you making radio appearances and all that. You gotta go to all the stuff for the PLEs. You gotta do all the press conferences. If they present you with stuff for the company like the stock exchange, or throw the first bowling ball, or like throw the first meal, go to what is the rock thing merged with UFL? Is that what it's called? UFL, or go to like do WWE shop promos and 2K24 promos. Like, it's a lot. And then if you the main person, you ain't even gotta have a match, and they be like, oh, we want you in Saudi Arabia this week. You be like, nigga, why? Because you make an appearance. Like, which I know comes with the job, but I'm like, it could be a lot. So, like, cherish the times you got. It's a lot for people that work regular jobs. So I can just imagine how it is for people that travel all the time for work. Like, it's straining. So the ones that are off and don't have to go to this PLE, enjoy your time off. Okay? If you watching this, I'm so serious. Anyways, I'm going to bed. It is past my bedtime for sure. It's 12:05 here on the East Coast. Okay? I'm tired as hell. Thank God I don't gotta go to work tomorrow, because I'd have been real mad. But I still gotta get up, get my child ready for school. So, love you all. You let's go, you all us. Bye.